Tapping into quantum thinking or using your quantum mind might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or maybe even Marvel movies nowadays with the multiverse and everything else that they talk about. But scientists have long had theories, and some of them they're very close to proving that it looks like there are alternate universes out there. That means there's infinite possibilities for you and your life because there's parallel versions of you everywhere. And I have this really cool fairy godmother theory where the reason that sometimes you don't feel like you're doing enough in your life, or you see other versions or other ways that your life can be, and you get maybe anxiety or maybe you get a longing for your life to be a different way, I believe it's because you are telepathically connected to the alternate versions of your life. So you can see the good of what your life can be in a parallel universe, or maybe you feel the having of what you already worked for, and you have this desire that's welling up inside of you because somewhere inside you know it's already possible, because again, telepathically you're connecting with a different version of yourself. So there are techniques to actually tap into these parallel versions and actually integrate with those skills to bring them into your life, so you can learn faster and you can feel differently and you can take those steps that are going to lead you to your highest and your best life, your best self, however it is that you want to feel. Maybe you just want to learn how to feel happy again. Maybe you want to learn a new instrument, or you want to learn a new language, or maybe you want a certain financial status or a certain type of relationship or a career, or maybe you have aspirations of really changing the world. Well, all those versions of you are out there. All those versions of you already exist in a parallel universe. And tapping into quantum mind, quantum thinking, just means that you are open to the possibility. You're open to changing your perspective into believing that you are possible right here, right now. Because some people think it's a dream. Some theorists think that this is like the Matrix, or, we're living a dream, or we've already had this life and we're just remembering. But if that's the truth and you have control of your universe, then why not create it the way that you truly want to? So there are 3 simple steps. It doesn't mean it's easy. You still have to practice, and you still have to create those neurons and create those new synapse connections by doing it over and over and over and over again until they solidify. Because you want to release old ways of thinking and old habits. You got to break that old habit of being who you were in order to tap into the new version of yourself. And that does take a little bit of time, and it does take effort. But you're worth it. And the life that you want is worth it. So the 3 simple steps are, first of all, have a very clear vision of the alternate version of you. What is it that you truly want? Now, there might be 100 different things. Maybe there's 10 different things. I don't know what it is for you, but make sure that you're practicing each one individually. Try not to convolute it, because your focus is better the more laser focused that you are. The more that you can work on just one thing at a time. If someone throws 10 balls at you, you're probably not going to catch any. But if someone throws 1 at you, it's highly likely you're going to catch it. So if you can focus on one thing at a time, your opportunity for success is definitely going to increase. So pick one version of yourself that has something that you truly, truly want. Clearly get that vision of that person, you, in that parallel universe. Maybe write it down just in incredible detail. What do you sound like? What are you wearing? Where do you live? What does your appearance look like? What do you change? What is different about you in that parallel universe? How do you act? What actions do you take every day? What kind of words do you speak? What kind of people do you hang around with? So all those things are vitally important. The second step is to learn meditations where you can lower your brain frequency into an alpha brainwave. When you're in a normal day-to-day consciousness, you're working in a beta brainwave. So if you're anxious or worried or you're getting, really worked up, you're in a high level beta. When you have a normal, like sitting in front of the TV and just kind of vegging out, you've got a low level beta. When you start to fall asleep and you start having dreams, or you start having daydreams, even when, like, if you ever kind of get lost in thought, maybe, you know, you're sitting at your desk and you're thinking about your future vacation and you're excited and you're daydreaming about it, or maybe you're thinking about something wonderful that happened in the past. Well, it doesn't have to even be wonderful, but when you are daydreaming, that is that alpha state. You're kind of half awake and half asleep. That is an alpha consciousness, and it's the perfect consciousness in which to start to reprogram your brain. And so you want to do meditations where you can lower your consciousness and you can actually tap into your subconsciousness. And the third step is you want to open the doorway into infinite possibilities. Choose the one version of you and that one possibility of you that is the version that you want to be. And you're going to integrate and you're going to merge with that other version of yourself. And you're going to practice these techniques over and over and over. Now, if you would like an actual meditation on how to do this, make sure that you subscribe and follow me, because in one of my future videos, I'm actually going to walk through this meditation of getting into an alpha brainwave, walking through the hallway. And these are all incredible techniques that were taught by Burt Goldman. He's since transitioned out of this lifetime, but he spent over 50 years, over 5 decades, perfecting these techniques, and they are taught all over the world in quantum jumping, in quantum thought, in quantum brain, quantum thinking. It's an incredibly powerful technique. And I love this study. I've been working on these studies for nearly 20 years of personal growth and neuroplasticity, and actually changing your brain waves, changing your consciousness, evolving your brain. And so these techniques are so important for you to stay sharp as your body ages, and to keep your mind active, and also tap into that version of you that you truly want to be. It's super important. So 3 steps. Get clear on that version of yourself, the parallel version of yourself. Do a meditation that takes your brain into an alpha brain state. And 3, tap into that alternate version of yourself by opening the door to that other universe and actually tapping into that parallel version of you that has what you already want. If you need support, if you want faster results, or you want to accelerate your wins, and if you need some support, I do coaching as well. You can certainly tap into me, and you can DM here. You can drop a comment down here. You can tap into my social media. You can join my free community on School. There's lots of options and lots of ways to find me. Cat Heart, Fairy Godmother. And make sure that you are getting the support that you truly need. So I'm here for you. I'm going to keep putting free content out. So make sure you subscribe and follow, and I'll see you on the next video.